What's up everybody, Curtis there. Welcome back to another video. Today we have my Survivor Series 2021 predictions video. It's been a while since I've done a WWE prediction video because I haven't been watching WWE. I do plan on watching Survivor Series because it is Survivor Series. It is a top 4 pay-per-view, or big 4 pay-per-view. And I enjoy Survivor Series, the elimination matches. I think a lot of times they can be a lot of fun. Yeah. Let's not waste any time. Let's get into this. I probably aren't the best at going to explain on what's going on. I've only kind of been briefly keeping up with the build on Twitter and on social media, so I'm not. This is just going to be me going off as a fan what I would like to see out of all the matches here. So this is probably the first WWE show I've watched since SummerSlam. I don't know, just the recent WWE product hasn't really interested me, but I'm going to give Survivor Series a shot, and we'll go from there whether or not they get me interested in something that I want to keep following. But yeah, around SummerSlam was probably the last thing I watched actually. Did Big E cash in after SummerSlam, or was that before? Big E's cash-in is like one of the last things I remember watching because I love Big E and I was happy to see him win. I think that might have been the night after SummerSlam or closer enough around it. So I think that might have actually been the last show I've watched. But yeah, let's not waste time. Let's get into it. There's a lot of matches here. Well, 7 matches, but a lot of people involved and a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's get into this. But before I do, leave a like, comment and subscribe. So the first thing we have is a 25-man battle royal, and I'm a big fan of battle royals. I know they can be a bit boring because they're just in the corner trying to toss them out, but I enjoy battle royals. I think they're fun. Apparently this is to celebrate The Rock's 25th anniversary since he debuted at a Survivor Series. So they're doing a 25-man battle royale for that. The participants listed here are AJ Styles, Angel, which I'm guessing is Angel Garza. I'm guessing they dropped his name. Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Commander Aziz, Dolph Ziggler, Drew Gulak, Eric, Humberto, Ivar, Jinder Mahal, Mansoor, Montez Ford, Omos, Otis, Horseshoe, Ricochet, Robert Roode, Sami Zayn, Shanky, Shelton, Benjamin, and T-Bar. And the names that instantly stand out to me are AJ Styles and Sami Zayn. Literally, out of all the names I named there, AJ Styles is the one name that I feel like shouldn't be in there. Same for Sami. I feel like Sami is a bit above this level as well. So they're instantly the two that stand out, and I'm actually going to go with AJ Styles here. Again, like I said, out of all the names I read, AJ is the biggest name in there, so why not just go with him? You know, he's a former world champion and everything. He's literally won it all, and yeah, just on paper his name, like, he's the biggest star in that match, so it just makes sense to go with him for this prediction. Excuse me, I still have a cough and a sore throat. Damian Priest, United States champion, versus SmackDown's Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura, champion versus champion match. I'm going to go with Shinsuke. I love Shinsuke, and I just always want to see Shinsuke do well. I'm not the biggest fan of Damian Priest, but I don't hate Damian Priest. I do like him. I've liked him since he was in like Ring of Honor as Punishment Martinez. But yeah, I've never been his biggest fan. So yeah, I'm just going to go with Shinsuke here because I absolutely love Shinsuke. RK Bro versus the Usos. Again, Raw Tag Team Champions versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I'm going to go with the Usos as well. I know they've kind of been they're involved in the like Roman Reigns angle. They're kind of at the top there. You know, they're in a big angle over on SmackDown. So again, I feel like it makes more sense for them to pick up the win here. Yeah, just because, again, they're in this hot angle. They're aligned with Roman. They're like at that upper tier of the card. Of course, Randy and Riddle are two big names as well, but yeah, I feel like just because of what they're involved in, the Usos make sense to get the win here. Big E versus Roman Reigns, again WWE Champion versus... Actually, I'm going to save this to last. It's just the order of the list that is reading. But it makes sense to leave that to last because I feel like that is the potential to main event. So Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair, Raw Women's Champion versus SmackDown Women's Champion. Again, I'm going to go with Becky here. I'm Irish. Again, I absolutely love Becky Lynch. I'm a big fan of Charlotte Flair as well. I do like Charlotte, but I've already gone with 2 SmackDown wins in these singles matches. I know, like, normally it's never clean sleep or like a clean run through. It's a close. Then normally one of the opposition teams will pick up a win at some point. So I feel like Raw will get the win here with Becky. And yeah, I absolutely big fan of Becky, and I think it would make sense for her to get the win here. Then 5-on-5 women's match: Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina representing Raw against the team of Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and Toni Storm of SmackDown. I'm just kind of looking at this, trying to think. I'm going to go with Raw here. I'm going to go with Liv Morgan being the sole survivor, or at least the one picking up the win for her team. I've been, like, for so long, Liv Morgan has felt like she's been on that cusp of breaking into a, like, big role in that women's division. She's over with the fans. I feel like I feel like for months, at least, if you go back and watch some of the previous predictions I've been doing, I've been saying this about Liv Morgan. I think she's just that one win, a big win away from kind of establishing herself as a top player in this division. So I'm going to go with Team Raw just so she can get that win here. Like, have it come down to her as, like, the underdog against, like, Sasha, Shayna, and, like, Toni Storm or something, and she, like, overcomes the odds. Or even if it's just Sasha and Shayna and it comes down to her, like, overcome the odds. I feel like that would be something that I'd like to see, and finally kind of establish Liv Morgan as a top role player in the division. Team Raw and Team SmackDown 5-on-5 men's matchup: Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory representing Raw. And Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and Sheamus representing SmackDown. Again, a very even matchup on paper. I don't really know which way to go. I'm leaning more towards Raw here. Again, just listing the names. You have Rollins, you have Balor, you have Owens, you have Lashley. You have Austin Theory in there as well, who I'm guessing if he's been involved in this match, it's someone they're trying to build it up. On SmackDown, you have Drew, you have Jeff Hardy, you have Corbin, you have Woods, and you have Sheamus. I just feel like like Jeff Hardy, my favourite wrestler of all time. I love Xavier Woods. Big fan of Drew McIntyre. Again, love Sheamus. Corbin's alright, but I don't know. Just looking at this Raw team, I just feel like they have that bit more power that maybe WWE are trying to, like, focus on. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just going to go Team Raw here, and that would make it 3-2 to Raw going into the main event, which is Big E versus Roman Reigns. And I love Big E, I've said this already, but I have to go with the Tribal Chief here. I feel like, again, it would make more sense for Roman to get to win here. And, you know, because they've made Roman look strong. They've kept Roman looking strong for the best part of the year. So it doesn't really make sense to have him lose here to Big E. And just kind of a Survivor Series match. Our brand is better than your brand. I'm the better champion than you are. So for me, it makes more sense to keep Roman looking strong and give him the win. And that is it for this video. Let me know what you think of my predictions and what you're predicting, because as I said, I haven't really been keeping up with WWE that much. So this is kind of just what I feel like they might do or what I would like them to do. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.